Hi there, my name is Ernest and you join me for the launch of the new Mini range. Now the Clubman has received quite a makeover, but this over here is the Countryman. And although this one isn't due for a makeover until 2020, the car does have a lot of under the skin changes. Let's take a look. On the outside, there aren't that many changes, but they do start over here. Those are the 19-inch circuit spoke wheels, which are now optional over the standard 18-inch wheels. Yeah, this used to be round and now it's, well, oval. At the back, it's got a brand new diffuser, which means unfortunately Mini owners can't opt for the tow bar anymore, but most Countryman owners will want the optional bike rack, which now fits at the back. Underneath, it's got a 95mm exhaust, which is one of the reasons the car makes a little bit more power, but the big change is under the bonnet. This one has the new engine, which is found in the 135i, and although it's only a 2-litre 4-cylinder, it does make a whopping 225 kilowatts and 450 Newton meters. That's 100 newtons more than before and 55 kilowatts up on the old one. That's a big difference. Now, to manage all of that, this car does have extra bracing over here and at the bottom of the chassis. But to see if all of this makes a difference, there's only one way to find out. Let's go take it for a drive. The name John Cooper is synonymous with Mini. You see, in the early days of Mini, John Cooper went to them and said, I can make your car win races. And they did. In the early 60s, Mini won the Monte Carlo Rally 3 times in a row, but unfortunately got disqualified the 3rd time for a minor infringement. The next year, they came back and won it again. And since then, John Cooper Works has been to Mini what M Division is to BMW. On the inside here, everything is standard, quirky, interesting, and fun Mini. You've got a new gear lever over here, you've got some options for new upholstery, and this control unit here is now standardized, so unfortunately you don't get the option where you can write on top of the control unit like before. Something I didn't like anyways, because those systems are mostly designed for left-hand drive markets, for people that write with their right hands like that. So I'm okay that that's gone. The Mini comes with a bunch of standard options, such as LED lights, remote electric tailgate. You've got the option to start your car remotely. You can check where it is. You can book your car for services on your phone. With 100 extra newtons and 55 more kilowatts than the old one, we are clearly here to talk about this car's new performance. 0 to 100 comes up in 5.1 seconds, and on the old car, it was a pedestrian 6.3. So where does all that extra performance come from? Thanks to that B48 engine up front, which has bigger pistons, upgraded conrods, and a whole bunch of other tweaks on the inside to make it push out 225 kilowatts. Now, how does this car feel on the road? The suspension works really well, and even though this is a big, heavy car, it sticks to the ground thanks to those wide 19-inch wheels. I can feel the chassis working, I can feel the mechanical differential up front sending the power to the different wheels. Now, this is of course a 4-wheel drive car, but on tarmac, you barely get the sense that it is 4-wheel drive. I can feel that the chassis is moving. It's quite lively, and the 4-wheel drive system seems to be there only to make sure that if things get a little bit too hair-raising, the car's got you covered. So on the road, what stands out for me? Well, this one does have the fantastic 8-speed automatic gearbox, and unfortunately the 6-speed manual gearbox isn't available anymore. This 8-speed does, however, suit this car absolutely perfectly, and the gear changes in sport mode are exceptionally aggressive though. If I did have one complaint about this car though, it would be nothing to do with the ride. It would be to do with the seat. It is exceptionally supportive, but also very, very firm. I've done quite a few Ks and it's not as comfortable as it could have been. It's also manually adjustable, which is quite strange for me in a car of this price. Where most SUVs pretend to have a sporting heritage and try to defy the laws of physics, this car lives up to that John Cooper Works legendary status. If you're in the market for something that's chic, stylish, and has now got an engine to match those looks, this might be the car for you.